Alicia Silverstone now with us. Good morning, Alicia. How are you?
I am good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing extremely well, actually.
Good.
Now I've seen you on TV a couple times, and they're calling you like an environmental expert now.
Oh, really? That's not correct.
Well, no.
An expert.
Yeah, I was just wondering about that. Environmental Media Association and Silk Green Caps for Energy program. Now, what is that all about?
Oh, it's so exciting. I'm working on a campaign right now where it's something so simple that anyone can do, and that's what gets me excited, because I think everybody really cares about the planet, and they just don't really know exactly what they can do. And here's this simple, easy thing that you can do. And all it is you buy Silk soy milk from the grocery store that has green cap on it. So you have to make sure it has a green cap.
Okay.
And when you take it to the grocery store, when you go through and you pay, all you do is go home and type in silksoymilk.com and type in the UPC code off of the Silk soy milk.
Right.
And just then, you're done. That's all you had to do. And by typing in that code, Silk, on your behalf, purchased wind energy for you. It was the thing called green tags. And a green tag is essentially 30 kilowatts of wind energy, which is essentially powering a home for an entire day.
We have a lot of wind energy here.
We do. Different kind, however, but,
Actually, on your new movie?
The great thing about wind energy is that, the other kinds of energy that we use to power our lights and whatever right now is coal and fossil fuel, and it's dirty. And nuclear. It's not renewable. It's going to run out, and we're screwed. Whereas wind energy is renewable. It's clean, and it's really, really efficient. So it's just a really exciting thing that all you had to do was type in that UPC code from the green capped soy milk and Silk, and you're done. And that's it. And you just made a huge difference.
Well, see, my wife actually puts chocolate Silk in her coffee every morning, so I guess we've already gotten this done. Yeah.
Yes. Now you just have to type in the UPC code on the side of the carton.
How'd you get involved with this?
Well, I learned about Silk and what they've been doing because on their own, without even knowing it, I didn't know this, they power their entire corporate offices on wind power, and I just thought that was so awesome. And, I'm just psyched to be aligned with anyone who's doing something good in the world, so it's really an honor to be talking about this.
No, I don't want to embarrass you here, but PETA voted you the sexiest female vegetarian. When did that happen?
I think it was a few years ago. It was me and then this guy, Andre, was it 3,000 or 3,000? Yeah, 3,000.
Oh, yeah, Andre 3,000 from some group or something.
From what's that band?
Outcast. There you go. That's exactly. What you got some guy there. You got a producer there. This is an easy thing for you. You just turn to him. He goes, Outcast. You're ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
So you like being the sexiest vegetarian? Female, anyway.
I'll take it.
I loved you so much in the movie Clueless.
Thank you.
That movie was so good. Do you ever talk to Dan, what's his name, who played your father?
Dan Hedaya? Yeah, I do. He's so cute. He does a lot of paintings. And sometimes we talk, and then he shows me his paintings.
One of the best lines ever in movies, I've got a 45 and a shovel. It was a great line. No question. When a guy was coming to pick her up or... Pick you up. What do you mean her? Some boyfriend of yours or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Remembering something like that. So, I have to ask you one other question. I said I had seen you on TV and that you've been all over the place, and you were on The View the day that battle happened, right?
Yes.
Now, was it uncomfortable for you to walk out on stage right after the fight?
It was just there was so much energy and excitement and it was just overwhelming. It was just sort of like, it's overwhelming enough to just go do a show live like that because, live audience, and for some reason that's just always a little bit harder to do. Like when you go to Letterman or Leno, you're just a little you get butterflies right before you go out. But this time I actually didn't have butterflies when I was going to go out because I was just sort of caught up in all the chaos of everything.
Right.
And when I got out there, I think I realized, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on. I just got kind of tongue-tied. But it was I think there's a lot of important things going on in the world, and I don't think that this is the most important thing going on in the world right now.
Alicia, have you read the internet accounts on the different blog sites and whatever about your appearance?
No.
Oh, well, it says on, just looking around the internet in preparation for you coming on KQRS this morning, it says that when you walked out onto the View, of course, Rosie and Elizabeth Hasselbeck had just had their big fight, and it says when you walked out, you walked right past Elizabeth, hugged the other women, and completely ignored her.
Well, I didn't. I really, really hope that that's not how she felt at all, and I would never want to do that. So I would love to give her a hug right now, and that's
so you didn't do that.
Well, her and I, we'd never met before, and I was, like I said, very excited. It was excitement, it was overwhelmed, and you're walking out on the stage, and I didn't, sometimes you hug and kiss, and sometimes you don't, and it wasn't a premeditated concept, but I happen to know all of the other women quite well, so, because I'd done The View over and over again, and I did Rosie O'Donnell's show a few times, and I know Sherry because I worked with her every day on Beauty Shop, this awesome, fun movie we did together. So we just, it just happened that way. But it was, I wish I could take it back.
It shouldn't be construed as support for Rosie and non-support for Elizabeth, then, or you weren't taking sides.
The show, and I really think it's silly. All the attention that this gets is just so silly. It's just, again, an example of how us American people are not putting our energy, or at least the media is not putting our energy where it should be. There's so many things going on in this world. Are we seriously talking about The View right now? Like, how about what's going on with Darfur, or how about what's going on in the world? Like, I mean, there's things like, I'm excited to talk about what people can actually do that's positive. We can, go vegetarian, yay!
Would you settle down with that?
Yeah.
No, I understand what you're saying. My daughter's a vegetarian, but
yay, that's cool. So it's like, there's just so many more important things. It just seems so silly, and I think this is why European countries look at us and go, "What unsophisticated retards!" Like,
although they use a lot of nuclear power over in Europe, much more than we do. So that argument's a little.
No, I'm saying the argument of that we spend all our time talking about such silly things. Like, honestly, does it really matter what was going on with them,
That's fun to watch people argue, I guess. Alicia Silverstone.
It's like the Jerry Springer show or something.
Yeah, kind of. It was kind of, absolutely. Again, we're talking about the Environmental Media Association and Silk Green Caps for Energy program. We'll put it up on our website at 92kqrs.com so you can find out how to do it. Alicia, thanks for your time this morning. What? What do you mean she hung up?
She's gone.
Did you hang up on her?
No.
She just hung up.
You heard the phone hang up. She hung up. She's gone.
We have to talk about this at 9 o'clock because I just watched the video. She intentionally walked right past Elizabeth and hugged Rosie in support. There's no question she did it on purpose. I know everybody else. Well, so you should be even less rude to the person you don't know. I don't know. We'll have to check that out, though, at 9 o'clock. Let's check that out. 8:51 is 9 minutes till 9 o'clock. KQRS now hiring Ken Wetzel of the city of Brooklyn Park in Brooklyn Park. You have 9 minutes, 25 seconds to call in at 989-ROCK, 989-ROLL. If you do, we'll hire you at $100 an hour just for listening to KQ at work. In addition to the $100 an hour salary, every new workforce member today picks up a giant 6-foot party sub from Subway, Eat Fresh. Plus, all new employees this week qualify for free gas for a year from KQ and Oasis Markets, who make quality, convenient, in over 60 Metro stores, and we're giving that away today. Ken Wetzel of the city of Brooklyn Park in, of course, Brooklyn Park. 989-ROCK, 989-ROLL. Bruce Springsteen, KQ. Plus Classic Rock, KQ 92. Bruce Springsteen and KQRS. 8:54, 6 minutes till 9 o'clock, KQ. Let's go to 92. Yeah, I'll tell you what. We are going to talk about this Alicia Silverstone deal because we watched it again during Bruce, and we just got to make some comments about it. Everybody, if you could watch it, can they go to 92KQRS, go to YouTube? Okay, we'll go to 92KQRS.com, and you can see it on our website, and then we'll talk about it. What went on there, because she didn't just pass her by because she didn't know her. No. We'll be right back in a couple of seconds. Little news, little information, and we will talk about that video coming up next, KQ.
Now back to the morning show.
I like people who have babies and then start talking in months. My baby's 48 months. You mean 4? Is that what you mean? I'm not 216 months. I'm 31, okay? Please stop talking like that.
Live on KQ92.